Good morning. Hope everyone is well. We're going to have a flow this morning that's going to get our shoulders, our bodies ready for Pincha Mayurasana, our forearm stand. And I tell all my live classes that Pincha and I break up on the regular and get back together, and there will be poses like that in your practice. That's just one of mine. But this flow is really going to get everything prepped and ready, and I'm going to give you the tools to get you into the posture if that's something you're working toward. So if you have a block, you can have a block handy. We may use it at the end of our practice. We're also going to be working toward camel pose and working a little bit with range of motion, active and passive range of motion. So, okay, let's get started. We're starting out seated, legs crossed, eyes closed, hands resting on your knees. Palms up if you're needing energy, palms down if you need to ground yourself. Begin to notice your breath, the rise and the fall of the belly and of the chest. Starting out with a little layered breathing. So during this exercise, you're going to breathe in through your nose and exhale out the mouth. Inhale deeply through the nose, filling up to the belly button only. Hold 3, 2, 1. Inhale up to the low ribs. Hold 3, 2, 1. Inhale all the way up to your collarbones. Hold 3, 2, 1. And then open up your mouth, hot out. Again, inhaling through the nose. Inhale all the way to the belly button. Hold 3, 2, 1. Inhale all the way up to the low ribs. Hold 3, 2, 1. Inhale all the way up to the collarbones. Hold 3, 2, 1. And then open up the mouth, hot out. One last time. Inhaling through the nose to the belly button. Hold 3, 2, 1. Inhaling all the way up to the low ribs. Hold 3, 2, 1. Inhale all the way up to the collarbones. Hold 3, 2, 1. And then open up the mouth. Let it go. Maybe on your next breath, you begin to connect with your Ujjayi breath. Breathing in and out of the nose, letting the breath scrape against the back of the throat. Take one hand to the belly, one hand to the heart. If it's in your practice to set an intention, go ahead and do so. Maybe dedicate your practice to someone or send good thoughts someone's way. Slowly begin to flutter the eyes open. Inhale the arms all the way up. Drop the shoulders down the back. On your exhale, right hand plants, left arm reaches. Inhale back to center. On your exhale, left hand plants, right arm reaches. Inhale all the way back up to center. On your exhale, cactus your arms, shine your heart, really squeezing your shoulder blades together. Inhale the arms all the way up, and then on your exhale, fold forward. You may not go very far, and that's okay. Maybe stay on the fingertips here. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Begin to walk your hands back toward your body. So now we're going to hook our thumbs, palms facing forward. So hook the right thumb over the left. Fingertips reach up toward the ceiling, but dropping the shoulders down the back. So I want you to think about cat-cow here. So on an exhale, I want you to round the spine, tuck the chin, and drop your fingertips toward the mat. And then inhale, lift back up. Cow-like gaze, again dropping your shoulders down the back and lifting the fingertips toward the ceiling. On your exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, lengthen back out. Begin to go at your own pace here. It feels a little silly, that's okay. Maybe you close your eyes. And when you're ready, I just want you to switch the thumbs. So left thumb over right. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Again, going at your own pace. Make sure you're breathing. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. I'm gonna make my way to my mat. We're gonna meet on all fours in a tabletop position. So once you make it to tabletop, make sure that the wrists are lined up underneath the shoulders, hips are over knees, and let's take some wide circles on our hands and knees. So maybe one direction, and then the opposite direction, warming up our wrists, our core, our hips. And then slowly working your way back towards stillness. Take the right hand to the base of the skull. And then inhale, lift the elbow up toward the ceiling, and on your exhale, crunch right elbow to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen back out. Again, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Go at your own pace here. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Right hand plants. Step the right foot forward. Tuck the back toes under. Lift the back knee for wide pyramid. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Pull the right tip back, left it forward. Again, inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Tucking the chin. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, ragdoll at the top of the mat. Step the left foot to meet the right. Feet are inner hip distance apart. You can grab opposite elbows, let the head hang heavy. Maybe shake your head yes, shake your head no. Soften the knees if you need to protect the low back or the hamstrings. Nice. Slowly begin to release your hands back to the mat. Heel toe the feet together. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Again, inhale, halfway lift and lengthen, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up, hands come together. Drop your shoulders down out of your ears. Gaze up past the thumbs. On your exhale, cactus your arms, shine your heart. Inhale the arms back up. Exhale, forward fold, all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Puffing up between the shoulder blades, but slightly threading your chest through your arms. Energy shooting out of your heels. Gaze past the front edge of the mat. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, drop the knees back down to the mat, tabletop position. Take the left hand to the base of the skull. Inhale, lengthen the elbow toward the ceiling, and then on your exhale, crunch left elbow to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Begin to move at your own pace. Nice. Make sure you're breathing. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, release back to tabletop position. Step the left foot forward, wide pyramid. So tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. Hands frame the front foot. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold, tucking the chin. Again, one more time. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Straighten the front leg as much as you can. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, ragdoll at the top of the mat. Right foot meets the left. This time, interlace your hands at the low back and then send the knuckles toward the ceiling and then toward the front of the mat. Again, you can soften the knees to protect the low back or the hamstrings. If you have any low back issues like me, maybe you soften the knees in every forward fold. Again, you can shake the head yes, shake the head no. And then slowly release your hands back to the mat. Heel toe the feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Nice. Again, hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Shift the weight forward on your exhale, chaturanga. Pull the elbows in tight. Inhale, up dog or cobra, shine your heart. I always take cobra in my vinyasa. Totally up to you. Tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Inhale, high on the toes, travel to the top of the mat. You can tiptoe or hop. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale, all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Shift the weight forward, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Inhale, high on the toes, travel to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, pour it out all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, vinyasa flow. If you're hopping back, hop back with bent elbows to chaturanga, not high plank. Inhale, high on the toes, travel to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, pour it out. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, vinyasa flow. You could always double dip on your chaturangas if you need a little bit more. Inhale, high on the toes, travel to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, pour it out. Halfway lift, plant your hands, vinyasa flow. Inhale, high on the toes, travel to the top of the mat, building some heat here. Halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, pour it out. Halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, vinyasa flow. Take a deep breath in through your nose, fill up. Open your mouth up, hot out. Again, in through the nose. Open your mouth up, hot out. Begin to press your lips together. Finding your ujjayi breath once again. Inhale the right leg up. Peel your hip open. Hip circles, maybe ankle circles. Keeping your chest square to the mat. Inhale, lengthen back out. Toes are pointed down. Step through warrior one. Pivot and plant. Inhale to rise. So pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Hips are squared toward the front of the mat. Fingertips reach toward the ceiling. And then maybe bring your fingertips together to touch. Dropping the head back, gazing up toward your thumbs. Sink even deeper into the front knee. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Take your drishti or your gaze back to center. And then step up chair pose, keeping the fingertips connected. Left foot meets the right, weight is in your heels. If this is too much on your shoulders, you could always just separate the hands, tuck the tailbone under slightly, lift the arms up, but drop the shoulders down the back. Take the gaze up past the thumbs. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Begin to hover the left foot, keeping hips squared toward the front of the mat. Step it back, warrior 1. Open up, warrior 2. Gaze or dristis over the front middle finger. Sink deep into the front knee. Flip your front palm and reverse up and over, keeping the 90-degree bend in the right knee. Cartwheel down, frame the front foot. 3-legged dogs in the right leg back. Cheetah, knee to nose, pull it in tight. Inhale, lengthen back out. Lizard lunge. Step right foot outside, right hand. Drop the back knee and tuck the toes. Use the right hand to push against the inside of the right knee. Gaze past the right shoulder. And if you need a quad stretch, reach back for the top of the foot. Sending the breath anywhere you feel a little bit of tightness or tension. Slowly begin to release the back foot. Tuck the back toes under. Lift the back knee, Malasana squat. Step the left foot outside the left hand, set the hips back. You can use the elbows against the inside of the knees. Try to open up the hips a little bit more. On your exhale, hands plant. Inhale the hips up, heel to the feet behind the hands. Bind your big toes with peace sign fingers. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Again, mounting your chest toward your thighs, bending the elbows back and softening the knees if you need to. Nice, guys. Slowly begin to release your hands back to the mat, heel to the feet back together. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, vinyasa flow. Inhale the left leg up, peel the hip open, maybe hip circles or ankle circles. Inhale, lengthen back out, three-legged dog. Step through, warrior one, pivot and plant, inhale to rise. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Bring the fingertips to touch. Again, if it's not too much on the shoulders, take your gaze or your drishti up past your thumbs. Sink a little bit deeper into the left knee. Nice. And then bring your drishti, your gaze, back toward the front of the mat. So biceps are alongside your ears. Step up for chair pose. See if you can keep your fingertips connected here. Again, tucking the tailbone under slightly, lifting arms up. Sink even deeper. Nice. Begin to hover the right foot, step it back, keeping your hips square, warrior one. Open up, warrior two. Send the left knee toward the left corner of the mat, really ground down through the center of your back heel. Flip the front palm and reverse up and over. Deep bend in the left knee. Cartwheel down, frame the front foot, send it back, three-legged dog. Cheetah, knee to nose, pull it in tight. Inhale, lengthen back out, lizard lunge. Drop the back knee and tuck the toes. Take the left hand, push against the inside of the left knee, gaze past your left shoulder. And if you need a quad stretch, reach back for the top of the foot. Send the breath anywhere you feel a little bit of tightness or tension. Slowly begin to release the back foot. Tuck the back toes under, Mayurasana squat. So step the right foot outside the right hand. Yep. Pushing with the elbows against the inside of the knees. Maybe finding a little movement. On your exhale, hands plant, inhale the hips up. Heel to the feet behind the hands, gorilla pose this time. So sliding your palms underneath your feet, wiggling your toes up to the wrist crease. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, fold. Again, melting your chest toward your thighs. Soften the knees if you need to. Slowly begin to release your hands to the mat, heel to the feet together. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, vinyasa flow. Inhale the right leg up, warrior one. Again, palms come to touch. Sink deep into the front knee. Chair pose, left foot meets the right, keeping your finger connection if it serves you. Begin to hover the left foot, step it all the way back. Warrior one, warrior two. Flip the front palm and reverse up and over. Modified side angle on your exhale. So forearm comes to the thigh. I want you to walk the elbow toward the right side of the mat. So you need to give yourself a little bit of room so the right hand's not in the way, because I want you to take some range of motion here, shoulder mobility. So you can drop the fingertips forward and then maybe backwards. And then stretch your fingertips toward the ceiling, gaze up past your thumb. Reverse your warrior on your inhale. Cartwheel down, frame the front foot, three-legged dog. Cheetah, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen, lizard lunge. Keep everything tucked and lifted. Drop the right knee out to the right. So you're on the outer blade of the right foot, maybe making your way to your forearms. So make sure the elbows are lined up underneath the shoulders. Keep dropping the shoulders down the back and don't drop the crown of the head. I want you to look forward. Breathe. Make sure you're breathing here. If you engage your bandhas, the pelvic floor and the belly, the hips will actually lift. Slowly begin to find your palms once again. Mayurasana squat. I love to take Mayurasana squat from crow pose. Y'all know this. So when you're ready, hands plant, inhale the hips up. Heel to the feet together. It helps me to come up on my tiptoes. Try to bring your knees to the backs of the triceps. Begin to shift the weight forward, the gaze forward. Maybe one foot lifts than the other. And we all do a good job of bringing toes together, but can you tuck your heels toward your glutes? Pull up on the bandhas, the pelvic floor. Make sure you're breathing. When you're ready, maybe you shoot the legs back, chaturanga. downward facing dog. Maybe take a few deep cleansing breaths right here. Inhale the left leg up, warrior one. Again, fingertips come to touch. Sink deep into the left hip. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, step up, chair pose. Yeah, we won't be here too long. Weight is in your heels, gaze up past the thumb, excuse me. And then begin to hover the right foot, step it back. Warrior one, warrior two. Flip the front palm in reverse. Modified side angle on the exhale. Remember, give your fingertips some room here because you're gonna take some range of motion. Maybe drop your fingertips forward, windmill action, and then back. Keep pulling your belly tight. And then stretch your fingertips toward the ceiling, gaze up past the thumb. Reverse your warrior on your inhale. Cartwheel down, frame the left foot. Three-legged dog. Cheetah knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Lizard lunge. Again, this time, keep everything lifted, but make your way to your forearms. Spread your fingers wide. Really grip into the mat with each finger pad. Elbows underneath your shoulders, dropping the shoulders down the back. So this is your Pincha Mayurasana prep. Look forward, don't look down. Slowly begin to find your palms once again. Malasana squat. So this is our second round of crow pose, taking exactly what you need in your practice. So you can just work on holding your crow pose longer, or maybe you're gonna move to tripod, headstand, moving back to crow. So when you're ready, hands plant, inhale the hips up, heel to the feet. Together, come hop on the tiptoes. Work your knees to the backs of the triceps. Keep pulling your belly up and in. Yep. Maybe you're making it to tripod. The hardest part is to get the head to come down easily. If you're not quite ready for tripod, you could always take crane pose, which would just be knees to elbows. We have several more breaths, so take what you need. But if you're in tripod, maybe you can come back through your crow, shoot the legs back. Chaturanga. Mine may not have been as graceful today. When you're ready, hit your knees, sit back on the heels, just a moment to reset. So close your eyes, hands resting on your knees, and let's just take some neck rolls, because we often ignore the neck and when we're prepping for Pincha Mayurasana, but we really need to work on our neck mobility because gazing toward the thumbs seems to be hard for a lot of us. So after you take your sock rolls, maybe just drop the head back, chin reaches toward the ceiling, and then inhale back to neutral and then drop the chin toward your chest. Inhale, neutral, exhale, drop it back. Inhale back to neutral, exhale, drop the chin to the chest. So just take whatever you need here. Maybe working out all those crunchies in the neck. All right, so we're ready for our main flow. Making your way back toward downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Drop the back knee and tuck the toes. So that same hooking of the thumbs, we're gonna revisit that. So hook the right thumb over the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back bend. Dropping the head back. Make sure you're breathing. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale back to neutral spine. Tuck the left toes under. So on an inhale, you're going to inhale to rise to a 45-degree angle. So lift the left knee. Yeah. Biceps are alongside your ears. Make sure you're breathing. Stepping up for warrior 3, keeping your thumbs hooked. So shift the weight to the right foot. Yep. Once you establish your warrior three, square off the hip. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the thumbs hooked. Skandasana toward the back. Bend the left knee, flex the right foot. Keep dropping the shoulders down the back. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Warrior two toward the front, so you can lose the thumbs. Flip the front palm and reverse, up and over. Cartwheel down, frame the front foot. Vinyasa flow. You could always take a one-legged vinyasa if that serves you. Inhale the left leg up. Anjaneyasana. Drop the back knee, untuck the toes. Inhale the arms up. Hook the left thumb over the right. Inhale, lengthen, raise your fingertips toward the ceiling, and then on your exhale, back bend. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale back up to your neutral spine. Tuck the back toes under. Lift the back knee to a 45-degree angle. Yes. Biceptor alongside your ears. Dropping the shoulders down the back. Step up, warrior three. So once you establish your warrior three, whoops, it's okay to wobble. Drop the right hip, make it even with the left. Yes. So from here, we're headed toward our skandasana toward the back. Keep the thumbs hooked. Bend the right knee, flex the left foot. Keep dropping the shoulders down the back. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Warrior two toward the front. Flip the front palm and reverse. Cartwheel down, frame the front foot, vinyasa flow. Be careful not to let the shoulders dip below the elbows and your one-legged vinyasas. Drop the knees down to the mat. Sit back on the heels. So just a gentle back bend now. Y'all may have to turn me down today. I don't have my AirPod, so I'm trying to speak a little bit more loudly. So fingertips plant behind you, just a little gentle back bend. So on an inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, drop the head back. Maybe you swallow a couple times. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, bring the hips back down. Inhale to rise. So that's our camel prep. We're going to keep visiting that throughout our flow today. So from here, hands plant, step the right foot forward, Anjaneyasana. Inhale the arms up, hook the right thumb over the left. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, back bend. Nice. Inhale, back to neutral spine. Tuck the toes under, 45-degree angle. Inhale to rise. Make sure you're breathing. What would it look like to twist your torso to the right? Keep pulling the belly tight. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale back to center, step up, warrior three. Keep extending through the crown of the head. You know where we're headed here. Skandasana toward the back. Bend the left knee, flex the right foot, get low. Warrior two toward the front. Flip the front palm and reverse. Extended side angle on your exhale. Right hand plants, left arm reaches. So keep spinning the chest open toward the ceiling. Palm is facing down. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. We're headed toward half moon. So look down at the right foot. Walk the right hand past the right foot. Step up. Yep. Peel the body open. So your left side body is stacked on top of your right side body. Fingertips can be on the mat. Maybe they're at a hover. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Moving from your open hip to a closed hip to revolved half moon. So square off the left hip. Left arm comes down, right arm reaches. Hips are squared to the mat. Chest is spreading open toward the right side of the mat. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Stork pose. Bring the left thigh through. Don't let the left foot dangle. I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see me. Don't let the left foot dangle. Active left foot. And then interlace your hands below the left knee. Hug the left knee toward your left shoulder. Stand up really tall. This is active range of motion, but if you let it go, keep the leg exactly where it is. Turn the hip flexor on. That's active range of motion. It was passive range of motion when you were holding. Stand up even taller. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, figure 4. Cross the left ankle above the right knee, set the hips back. Really flexing the left foot. Maybe you take your arms wide. Bringing your chest parallel to the mat. Inhale, push back up, stork pose. Runner's lunge twist. Send the left leg through. Left hand plants, right arm reaches. Try to even out the hips first, and then take the right hand to the base of the skull. Make it a little twisting back bend. So send the elbow toward the ceiling. Rotate your chest toward the ceiling. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Can you keep the right hand to the base of the skull? And then come to side plank. So come to the outer edge of the left foot. Keep the right leg back. Feet can be staggered or stacked. Just get the hips higher. You can drop to the bottom knee. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Right forearm plants for forearm side plank toward the left side of the mat. Bring the left hand to the base of the skull. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, forearm plank. So make sure the hips aren't too high. Hips are even with your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. Elbows are underneath your shoulders. Walk it in. Dolphin pose. Keep dropping the shoulders down the back. We're just going to hold it here. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Exhale, drop the knees back down to the mat. All right, we're moving on to the left side. So hands plant. Step the left foot forward, Mayurasana. Inhale the arms up. Hook the left thumb on top of the right. Inhale, grow long. On your exhale, back bend. Nice. Inhale, back up to neutral spine. Tuck the toes under. Inhale to rise, 45-degree angle. Really extending through the crown of the head. On your exhale, twist to the left. Breathe, keep pulling the belly tight. Inhale, back to center, step up, warrior 3. Drop the right hip, make it even with the left. Nice. You know where we're headed here. We're headed toward our Skandasana, toward the back. Try to keep the thumbs hooked. Nice. Make sure you're breathing. Warrior 2 toward the front. Flip the front palm and reverse. Extended side angle on your exhale. Bicep touches alongside your ear, palm is facing down. Drop the shoulders down the back. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, half moon. So walk the left fingertips forward. Step up on the left foot. Peel the body open. Flex the back foot. I always say tighter is lighter. Make sure you're breathing. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Revolved half moon. So square off the right hip. It's okay to wobble. I wobble too. Left fingertips down. Right fingertips down, sorry. Left fingertips reach. Lift the back leg a little bit higher. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Stork pose. Bring the right thigh through. Don't let the right foot dangle. Interlace your hands below the right knee. Hug the right knee toward your right shoulder. Breathe. Stand up even taller. Passive range of motion. Let the knee go. Active range of motion. Turn the hip flexor on. Keep the knee exactly where it was. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Figure 4. Cross the right ankle above the left knee. Set the hips back. Hands can be at heart center. Maybe you take the arms wide. Chest parallel to the mat. Pull the left knee back over the left ankle. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Push back up. Stork pose. Runner's lunge twist. Make it flow. Even out the hips here, and then take the left hand to the base of the skull. Make it a little twisting back bend. So send your elbow toward the ceiling, chest toward the ceiling. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the hand at the base of the skull. Come to the outer edge of the right foot. Shoot the left leg back, side plank. Again, feet can be staggered or stacked. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Left forearm plants for forearm. Side plank. Right hand to the base of the skull. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Forearm plank. Make sure the hips are not too high. Yep. And then walk it in. Dolphin pose. Trying to get the hips over the shoulders. So any of our inversions like Pincha Mayurasana or for headstand, it's always best to get the hips over the shoulders before you lift the legs up. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, drop the knees back down to the mat. Sit back on the heels. Now if you need a sip of water, grab your sip of water. All right, we have one more round. So, you know I'm gonna give you options. As always, you take what you need, you leave the rest behind, okay? No apologies necessary. But if you feel like pushing yourself today, we're gonna have a lot of opportunities to push ourselves. Okay, so this is another camel pose prep, and you may feel uncoordinated, which I always do, but I just want you to go with it. So you're sitting back on your heels, then reach the right arm across your body, lift the hips up, and then right hand to the right heel, yeah? And then you're gonna cross the left hand across the body, left hand, left heel, push the hips forward. So just keep going in this motion. You can make it really flowy. If you feel silly, it's okay, nobody's watching. Make sure you're breathing. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Whew. All right, guys. Hands frame the knees. Step up, Anjaneyasana. Inhale the arms up. Cross the right thumb over the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, back bend. Deepest back bend yet. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, back up to neutral spine. Tuck the back toes under. Inhale to rise, 45-degree angle. On an exhale, we're twisting to the right. Breathe, active pose. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale back to center. Step up, warrior 3. So maybe this time you can drop the left toes toward the mat. It doesn't have to touch, and then lift the toes back up. Make sure you're breathing. Again, it's okay if you wobble. Keep pulling the belly tight. You could always bind at the low back if you have any lower back issues. Nice. You have 5, 4, 3, 2. Rehook the thumbs if you bound at the low back, and then Skandasana toward the back. We're gonna lose our bind. Right foot can step to meet the left for side crow practice. So spread the fingers wide. Make yourself a nice wide base. You're gonna shift the weight. Maybe the feet come to a hover, and then eventually you can scissor the legs out. Take all the time you need here. You can always catch back up with this. But when you're ready, we're gonna meet back in our Skandasana. So reach the right toes toward the front of the mat. Warrior 2 toward the front. Flip the front palm and reverse. Extended side angle. Maybe you need a half bind. Maybe you need a full bind this time. Taking exactly what you need. You can also take Bird of Paradise. Maybe you push yourself. There's an arm balance here. You can definitely get into your Ekapada Kundanasana 2 this way by bringing the right shoulder underneath the right knee, crook of the right hand behind the right heel, walk the right foot forward, then the elbows back, maybe the back leg lifts. So wherever you are, just fully commit. Nice, y'all. You have 5, 4, 3, 2. Remember where you're headed, half moon. So shift the weight to the right foot, step up. Maybe you reach back, candy cane bind. Always catch my bind on the way down. Totally up to you. If you have any lower back issues, that might help. Keep pushing the left hip open if you have the bind. Maybe right hand comes to Anjali Mudra, your heart center. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. If you have the bind, maybe you square off the hip, moving to revolve half moon with a bind, right hand to the inside of the left foot. You can take it to revolve dancer. You catch the bind, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Stork pose. Try not to slingshot. Yeah. Interlace your hands below the left knee. Hug it in tight, and then let it go. Maybe this time you extend the leg forward. Point the toe, don't lean back, stand up taller. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, figure 4. Cross the left ankle above the right knee, set the hips back. So I'm gonna back up a little bit so you can see me. Maybe you're working toward flying pigeon practice, bringing your fingertips to the mat. You need about 12 inches between your right toes and your hands. Flexing the left foot around the right tricep. Maybe you make your shelf, shift the weight. Maybe the back leg just comes to a hover. Yep, that's your baby flying pigeon. So give yourself some time to work on it. We're all gonna meet back in your figure 4 when you're ready. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, figure 4, push back, sport pose. Yep, runner's lunge twist. Right hand to the base of the skull, little twisting back bend. Breathe. Moving into side plank. So in this side plank, you can hover the top leg, take tree pose, try to get the entire sole of the left foot to the mat. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, right forearm plants for forearm side plank. Once again, you can take tree pose or hover the top leg, left hand to the base of the skull. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, forearm plank. Yep. Working toward our dolphin pose. Walk your feet in. Yep. Lift the left leg up. You don't have to do anything, just lift it up. Take it back down to the mat. Lift the right leg up. Take it back down to the mat. Interlace your hands. Walk the feet in even more. Dolphin nose presses. Nose to knuckles push back. Nose to knuckles push back. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and drop the knees down. We'll take just a moment to reset. Had a lot going on that round. Maybe a few deep cleansing breaths. And if you have your block, just make sure it's nearby. All right, here we go. Hands frame the knees. Push yourself up, step the left foot forward. Anjaneyasana. Inhale the arms up, hook the left thumb on top of the right. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, back bend. Keep dropping the shoulders down the back. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, back up to neutral spine. Tuck the toes under. Inhale to a 45-degree angle. On your exhale, twist. Twisting to the left, breathe. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale back to center, take off warrior 3. Breathe. And again, if you need a bind at the low back for your toe taps, I'd rather you do that than you put unnecessary strain on the low back. Keep pulling the belly tight. Make sure you're breathing. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, Skandasana toward the back. Again, you can release the thumbs. Maybe step the left foot to meet the right. Make your shelf to the right side of the body. Now, if you're moving in to fallen angel, then the cheek does come down to the mat, but it's the same setup as in your side crow. So make your shelf, shift the weight, cheek comes down to the mat or your temple, and then you have to twist at the belly to get the legs perpendicular. Look to the side, don't look up. That's how you can strain your neck. So when you're ready, yep, we're gonna meet back in our Skandasana. So the left foot, the left leg is extended toward the front of the mat. Warrior 2 toward the front. Flip the front palm and reverse side angle. So your version of side angle, it can be a half bind or a full bind. Ekapada Kundanasana 2. Bird of paradise. Make sure you're breathing. Take all the time you need. You have 5, 4, 3, 2. Nice, guys. Half moon. Stepping up on the left foot. Again, maybe reaching out for a candy cane bind. Keep pushing the right hip open. Maybe your left fingertips are on a block. Maybe they're at a hover, or maybe challenge yourself by bringing the hand to Anjali Mudra, heart center. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Square off the right hip. Maybe just switch out the bind. Left hand to the inside of the right foot for revolved half moon or revolved dancer. Lift the chest, lift the gaze if you have the bind. Lift the right arm. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Stork pose. Interlace your hands below the right knee. Hug it in tight. Let it go. Active range of motion. Point the right toes, lengthen out the leg. Don't lean back, stand up tall. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, figure 4. So I'm gonna move back once again. Set the hips back. Maybe hands come down to the mat. Again, you need about 12 inches between the left toes and your hands. Spread your fingers wide, really flex in the right foot. Begin to make your shelf. Begin to shift the weight forward. Maybe the back leg lifts. Eventually you can lengthen it out, pulling up on the pelvic floor, the belly. No matter where you are, you have 5, 4, 3, 2. We're pushing back up to stork pose. Runner's lunge twist. Nice. Left hand to the back of the skull. Make it a twisting back bend. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Moving into side plank. Again, you can take a tree pose, separate the legs, lifting the hips even higher. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Left forearm plants for forearm side plank. Breathe. Again, tree pose, float the top leg. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, forearm plank. So let's go ahead and interlace first this time. Make sure the hips aren't too high first, and then walk the feet in. You're still thinking about dropping the shoulder blades toward the tailbone. Nose to knuckles, push back. Nose to knuckles, push back. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, drop the knees down. Sit back on your heels. Okay, we're almost there. I'm gonna check the time. Make an awesome time. So, camel pose can be dreaded because it's a heart opener, and y'all know this, heart openers can bring up feelings. We like to run from the feelings. I want you to face the feelings head on. All right, guys, so pop up to your knees this time. You need about fist width distance between the knees. And then you're going to place your hands in your imaginary pockets, drop the shoulders down the back. Let's tuck our toes under the first round. Inhale, lengthen just like we did in Asana. And then on your exhale, maybe you reach back for the feet or the ankles. Keep pushing the hips forward. Drop the head back. Don't run from the feelings. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, come back up. Whew. All right, guys. We have one more round, so just kind of wiggle it out. Push yourself back up. Don't tuck your toes under this time. Place your hands in your imaginary pockets, dropping the shoulders down the back. Inhale, lengthen up, and then on your exhale, maybe you reach back for the heels or ankles. Drop the head back, swallow a couple times. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, come back up, child's pose. Just gonna reset everything. Push the reset button. Take your hips toward your heels. Maybe massage out the third eye, your forehead. And then slowly begin to walk your hands to the right side of the mat. Pulling back through the left hip, the left shoulder. Maybe the left hand stacks on top of right. And then walk your hands back to center and then to the left side of the mat. Pulling back through the right hip, the right shoulder. Maybe right hand stacks on top of left. Slowly begin to walk your hands back to center. Push yourself up. And I'm going to move the camera where you can see me against the wall. So we're going to have a little Pincha Mayurasana playtime. So I invite you to take your mat to the wall, unless you have a really strong practice. I always tell people I need the wall, but I don't need the wall. You know what I mean? Okay. So if you have a block, you can always place your block in between the pointer and the thumb, just like that. Now for a long time, the block actually made me feel claustrophobic because you are supposed to look toward your hands. And I find with a lot, especially men, but I have a lot of CrossFit people, a lot of CrossFitters, a lot of CrossFit coaches that come to my studio classes, and they have tight necks. They're always strengthening the neck, building these muscles, and so looking forward with your legs above your head sometimes can be hard. So if you think that this block is going to hurt you rather than help you, then just take the block away. For my men, a lot of them do find Pincha Mayurasana first with their hands interlaced. I'm not saying that's wrong. Especially for men because you have tight shoulders and it's just easier to get the legs above the head with the hands interlaced. But eventually, the more they come to yoga classes, my men are able to bring both palms to the mat and they're able to come to their forearms. So it's totally up to you. There's no wrong or right way. I do kind of feel for women, if you learn this way, it's a lot harder to come to the forearms. So totally up to you, however you want to do it. I'll demo both ways. So you're going to take your block, grounding down through the elbows. The block helps your elbows from splaying out or caving in, which can happen. So elbows are underneath your shoulders. Tuck the toes under. Walk your feet in as far as you can. Lift one leg up. Take it back down. Other leg up. Take it back down. In the beginning, you're going to really muscle through. You're going to kick up hard. But what I want you to do is learn that body control, that self-awareness, where you can just begin to lift one leg up and then the other, which sounds really hard, but it comes with time. So you're going to walk it in, hips over shoulders, kick one leg up, and then maybe the other leg. Pull the shoulders away from your ears. Hug knees together, ankles together. Yep. It's a really active pose. So if you want to do it without the block, same thing. You're going to look forward past your thumbs. You're going to resist the urge to cave. You're going to keep pushing the shoulders away from the ears. It really helps to get the hips over the shoulders before you lift one leg and then the other. So pull the belly up and in, thinking about those bandhas. One leg comes up and then the other leg comes up. Yeah. So just see what happens. We've done all the work to loosen everything up. If it's not your jam, that's okay. You can put it up on a shelf and go back another day. Look toward the thumbs. Breathe, 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 breathe. Yep. Nice, guys. All right, so I know you're ready to put this aside. And we are going to cool down, short cool down today. So meet me on your backs, hugging your knees into your chest, rocking side to side, pushing the small of the back into the mat, giving yourself a little massage. And then take the right leg back to the mat, hug the left knee in tight. So we just took this posture standing. Hug it in tight, flexing both feet. And then on an exhale, take the left knee across the right side of the body. Extend the left arm toward the left side of the mat. Gaze is over to the left, unless that's uncomfortable for your neck. And then you can take the gaze directly up. Allow the breath to slow down. Slowly begin to bring the left knee back toward the left shoulder. Give it one last tug, and then take it back down to the mat. Pull the right knee in, flexing both feet. And then on an exhale, take the right knee across the left side of the body. Extend the right arm toward the right wall. Gaze is over to the right, unless you need that more restorative gaze of up. Inhale the right knee back toward the right shoulder. And then take both legs straight up in the air, waterfall. Maybe shoulder stand. Maybe you slide your arms or even your block underneath the hips. Waterfall can be just as intense as shoulder stand because you're working hard to keep the legs perpendicular. If you're in shoulder stand, make sure you're walking the shoulder blades under, supporting the low back with the hands. Full body activation, so hips over shoulders. Your chest is going toward your chin, but pull the chin away from the chest to put the natural curve back in your cervical spine. Maybe you're moving toward plow pose, taking the toenails to the mat or the floor. Maybe ear pressure pose, taking your knees to your ears. And then when you've had enough of all that, you can push right back up through your shoulder stand. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, let's all meet on our mats. Take a full body stretch, deciding what you may need to still in your practice. So that could be a happy baby, a spinal twist, maybe full wheel, a bridge pose. And your happy baby, you can grab the outer edges of the feet, maybe bind the big toes. Knees can be bent or straight. So taking exactly what you need and then meeting me on your backs for Shavasana. Taking the legs long, letting your feet fall open. Maybe tucking your shoulder blades under to create a shelf for your heart. Let your bones be heavy, let your muscles be soft. Soften your breath. Soften your mind. Soften your heart. If you'd like to, you can stay exactly where you are, but if you're ready to end your practice, begin to invite movement back into the body. Wiggle your fingers, your toes, circle your wrists, your ankles. Taking one last full body stretch and then make it your way over to your favorite side, cradling your head with your arm. This pose signals the end of our practice. Only taking what you've gained, leaving everything else behind. When you are ready, you can begin to push yourself up. Easy seated position. Eyes still closed, hands are at heart center. Bowing your head slightly and reverence for this practice, this space. As always, thank you so much for letting me guide you in your practice. It's always an honor and a privilege. Keep showing up on your mats. Good things will happen. You are loved, you are worthy, you are needed, and you are enough. Namaste. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Hopefully I'll get another flow uploaded soon. If you have any questions or comments, you can find me on my website, melissameadowsyoga.com. And I'll see you next time.